I learned a lot in this class over the course of the semester, a lot of things about French and the French speaking world that I didn't know before. Like, for instance, I did not know just how many countries speak French. It was a lot more than I originally thought. It is actually the fifth most spoken language on the planet, with 29 countries having it as an official language and 74 speaking it altogether. And, not only is the language everywhere, but also the culture. If you go down to Louisiana on February 13th, you're gonna find the streets flooded with people celebrating Mardi Gras. And on Bastille Day is gonna be celebrated in Canada. I mean, French culture has kind of seeped into the roots of the world in a lot of different places, all across the world, from Canada to Africa. It's kind of everywhere. And I didn't realize just how rampant anti-Semitism was in France, like with the Dreyfus affair, how they just convicted this man of a crime he absolutely didn't commit just because he was Jewish. And even after they realized their mistake, they still pretended that he was guilty just because they didn't want to correct themselves, just because they didn't want to admit to any wrongdoing, is so crazy to me. And I also didn't realize about the roundup of all these Jewish people and how they were put in just an empty warehouse and just kind of left there to die for a while, like without any resources or water or food or anything before being put on a train to internment camps up in Germany. Like, I didn't know about any of that at all in the history of World War II. I also didn't know about the regions in France. I didn't think it was that divided into different regions. But just like in America, each region has its own specific dialect, cuisine, and culture. And because of these differences, there are also certain stereotypes that go along with that. Like the North, specifically in the North and South, that have different opinions and that each think the other's inferior. Like they tend to think the other side might be dumb or cruel or alcoholics. And that fact is really outlined in the movie Bienvenue chez les Ch'tis, or Welcome to the Sticks. The two sides of the country are divided and they disagree with one another, and you really see that when one man is displaced from his home and put to the other side of the country. And learning all this made me realize that France and America might not be all that different. We're equally as divided and carry stereotypes for different regions of the country. And that thought was again cemented with the movie Connasse Princesse de Coeur, or Princess of Hearts. The movie felt a lot like one you would see in America, with similar themes and relatable characters. It's just as common in France to want more for your life and have ambitions outside of your means. I think this world might be better if we all realized how similar we actually are.